Hello everybody and welcome back to another home DIY project where I am sharing with you guys how to paint a brick fireplace and the mantle. So as you can see, our brick and our mantle was already painted prior to this, and so I wanted to share this process with you guys as it was something that I couldn't really find a lot of information on. And so we're gonna go ahead and start off by vacuuming up all of the dust and all of the dog hair and stuff, as I do have a dog in the home. So really just cleaning the space out before I go ahead and use my favorite cleaner, which is the TSP. And I'm gonna go ahead and give the fireplace as well as the mantle a really good clean prior to painting it. It is so important to make sure that you get in all of the little nooks and the cracks and crannies when you are about to do a paint job, especially when you are doing a fireplace. So make sure that you not only give the brick a really good clean, but also in between each brick and then the mantle as well.
We climbed up, over the hillside, so right, we stood there all wide-eyed, you and I floated on air.
So next I wanted to just tape part of the fireplace. Instead of taking this off, I decided to just go ahead and tape it. This is a rental house, and so it wasn't the biggest deal. Plus I could tell that they did not take this off when they had painted it, so I just assumed that that would be the best option for them. So I'm going around and taping on the floor, and then of course on the wall, as well as on the actual fireplace itself. Now for paint, I'm going ahead and using this Behr paint in white, and I love how this color turned out. When I gave it a stir and whatnot, it almost looked like an off-white / cream color, so I was a little nervous. You can kind of see it a little bit there on the plate. The plate is white and you can see the color of the paint is not quite like pure white. But wait until the end to see how this turned out.
There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying.
So as you can see, I am kind of working in sections on the fireplace so that the paint didn't dry too quickly. And so I'm just working on really small sections at a time, and you can't really tell, but I did do this side of the fireplace at the same time as the front. So just kind of something to make note of. And then I worked, and usually I work top to bottom, but for this project I actually worked bottom to top, as I had to rest my arm on the top of the mantle in order to like really get in underneath here on the brick. And so that would be one of my tips when painting a brick fireplace, is to actually work from the bottom and work your way up.
Standing on the dizzying highs.
I wanna hear you say that you only want me. That you only want me.
Another thing that I did, as you can see here in this shot, is I actually did the cracks of the brick first and then worked in that space. So I would do a line in the cracks, just like I'm showing you here, and then I would do the actual brick last. And when I was doing the little pieces of the brick, you'll notice brick is actually very textured. And so when I was working with this, I first put my brush going in the same direction that the brick was going. So some of them were up and down and some of them were side to side. And so I would first go with the motion of the brick. And then secondly, after that, to make sure that I covered the full brick, I would go in the opposite direction to kind of really get into the cracks and the crevices of the brick, as again, it's very textured. And so that would be another really good tip that I would have for you guys. As you can see there, I also just kind of got a little bit of paint here on the gold part of it. And so I wanted to go ahead and just wipe that up with a cloth, which is tip number 3. You always want to make sure that you have a cloth handy so that if you mess it up, it's really easy to just wipe quickly. And if I'm being honest, I'm kind of a messy painter.
You see it in my eyes. I wanna travel. Let's drive into the sunrise.
So now that the fireplace has its first coat on, I'm gonna go ahead and do the mantle now. So as you can see, I just kind of worked my way around before doing the top. I decided to do this white. I was going to strip it and then stain the wood, but I just ended up going with all white for this project today. Let me know what color you guys are painting your fireplace. So now this is the finished product. After 2 coats, it looks incredible and really just helps to brighten up the room. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this really quick tutorial on how to paint a brick fireplace as well as a mantle that was previously painted. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more home DIY projects in the future. And we will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.